America first, American first. Okay, we had expected, we had thought, we had kind of anticipated that there would be major change that will happen globally after this historic election of United States, and it is happening. Now, unofficially or officially, the war between India and Pakistan has started. India has made a strike into Pakistan, and Pakistan is also, it is kind of exploding bombs on the border. Anyway, we will wait and watch. Anyway, if we see the global scenario, the big news that is surfacing now that Japan is talking to China. This is a very, very, very big news that is surfacing now. Japan is considered as one of the most trusted trade partner of United States. Japan, after World War II, United States detonated atom bomb on Japan. But after that, United States helped a lot in the industrial development of the Japan. And Japan became a very trusted trade partner of United States, especially Japanese electronic goods like Sony and these companies. They had kind of monopoly over many electronic products in United States. Japanese cars like Toyota, Honda, Nissan, they were also making a good sale in America. America became a market for the Japanese item. Japanese export to America is $150 billion. That is very, very high. $150 billion Japan export products into United States. That is very, very high. Now, United States has imposed 10% basic tariff on every country. That is okay. But United States has exposed 20 United States has imposed 25% tariff on every country on the aluminum, steel, and auto parts, automobile and auto parts. This auto part 25% tariff on everyone. It is deeply affecting Japan now because Japan export highly into automobile sector. Now stage has come now that Japan is potentially looking into another market. One market can be China, which is second highest population in the world. Second market can be Southeast Asian country like Philippines, Vietnam, Malaysia, Singapore. These countries they can do trade with Japan and Japan can dump its industrial products into these countries. After $141 billion, $150 billion that Japan export to America, where it will find the market. Not only that, from the 9th of the April, reciprocal tariff on each country, that tariff is extended for 90 days. But anyway, day or tomorrow, it will come on everyone's shoulder only. I believe July first week, reciprocal tariff will come on everyone's shoulder. Japan is scheduled to be charged 24% on every Japanese item. There will be 24% tariff when they will enter into America. Means more or less, Japan is completely paralyzed now. Now, in that way, Japanese delegates they are going to Washington DC, and Japanese delegates they are going to Beijing also. Japan and China they have very bad relationship in the 20th century. World War II, Japan attacked on China and Japan captured Manchuria. Japan did massacre over there. China also has allegation that Japan has captured its Sankau or Diao Island that is near to Taiwan that Japan has already captured and it is no more part of China that was historically part of China. Now it became part of United States in Second World War and they handed over to Japan. So China and Japan they have very bitter remembrance as far as World War II is concerned. Now, in that way, when Japan is looking for Chinese relationship, then now it is a matter of time that how China would reply on this, how China would look at this. Anyway, China has sent invitation to many countries who are American side. American-sided country. They have sent invitation to many American-sided country to come to Chinese side, flip their loyalty from US to China. In that way, China has not sent any invitation to Japan. But Japan is very anxious now. The way America has put 25% tariff on the automobile sector, and then in July first week, 24% tariff will be on Japanese every item. Now, Japanese traders, they cannot sell at that much high price into United States. Now, Japanese Prime Minister, Mr. Shigeru Ishiba, he is a honorable Prime Minister of Japan. Now he has sent a delegation to China, meeting Xi Jinping. He has talked to Xi Jinping on the phone also, and then he has sent a letter to Xi Jinping. Japan wants revival of the relationship with China. This is considered as a very big news because Japan is considered as the one of the toughest loyalist with the United States as far as trade relationship is concerned. Japan is that much attached to United States that in Russia-Ukraine war, Japan openly took side of the Ukraine. When Chinese president he was going to Moscow to meet Vladimir Putin at that time, Japanese counterparts they were or Japanese delegation they were going to meet Vladimir Zelensky in the Ukraine at the same time. Mean Japan was openly supporting United States and Ukraine. Now, in that fashion, when Japan is trying to switch its loyalty from United States to China, this is considered as very, very tough news around the globe. Now, when Japanese delegation are in United States, what they are talking with Donald Trump, they are saying that please lower down the tariff on the Japan because they cannot sell products with that tariff, 25% tariff on the auto sector and 10% plain tariff on everything. Now, Donald Trump ministers, they are forcing Japan to sell American car into Japan. Now, if I talk about American car, if I take example of India, electric car in India are famous nowadays. There is a car comes from Xiaomi. Xiaomi is a Chinese company which manufactures mobile and it is famous in United States also. Very low price. Now Xiaomi makes car and that runs 700 kilometer in one charge. 700 kilometer in one charge and it cost 25 lakhs Indian rupees. 25 lakhs Indian rupees. Okay, 25 lakhs means 2.5 million rupees, Indian rupees. Whereas Ford car, electric car, Ford car in India, it cost 1.7 crore rupees. That is 170 million dollar. One is 2.5 million dollar Chinese car and American car is 170 million dollar and that is 800 kilometer it gives in one charge and Xiaomi gives 700 kilometer in one charge. So same, more or less same, but price is 7 times. This is America right now. Now they are forcing Japan that you sell American car, which they are not able to sell globally. Everywhere China is taking their market. Now who will go for the Ford car in India when everything same they are getting in more or less 10% to 15% price from the Chinese company Xiaomi, who will buy Ford car. Now, in that sense, Donald Trump is pressurizing Japan to sell the American car. If Japan is able to do that, then only it will think about lowering the tariff of the Japan if as far as United States is concerned. Japan cannot do that. Now, Japan has started looking here and there. Mr. Shigeru Ishiba, uh, April end time frame, he visited Philippines and Vietnam. He has talked to his counterpart in Singapore and Malaysia. Mr. Xi Jinping from the China, personally he has visited Cambodia, Malaysia and Vietnam. Means these countries China has promised free trade agreement. Japan is promising free trade agreement. There are two areas in which these countries are interested in Southeast Asian countries. One is manufacturing hub where cheap labors are there and manufacturing cost would be less. And then as a market, they will be able to sell their products to this country. All are now looking at the kind of parallel to American market. Means something like that what would be that will be kind of whatever they were able to sell it to America. Now in that save in safety mode, in the kind of in a mode where how they will I'm not trying to get the actual word. So whatever their market was in United States, if that market is over, then where they will find the new market where they will be able to sell their products. Now they are Japan is looking for China and Southeast Asia compensatory market. Who will compensate that loss? Now Japan is looking for China and Southeast Asia, and China is looking for Southeast Asia African countries, European countries. Probably Japan would also look. When Japan is trying to get aligned with the China, then wherever China is able to sell its product that is compensatory to the United States, Japan will also be able to sell it anyway. Now the economists, they are saying that it would not be that straightforward that Japan would break tie with United States and it will completely get aligned with the China, because China and Japan, they have very bad time in past as far as war is concerned. Mr. All economists, the way Donald Trump is doing nowadays, and everyone is running. Canada ran away, Australia ran away. Then what is Japan? How this country will survive without selling the industrial products? I mean, this Japan country, they are completely on selling their industrial products only. They are developed country because of the industrialization only. Now, where will they go? Okay, in that fashion, if China accept the invitation from the Japan, so that Japan will be allied to China rather than America, and Japan also reciprocates in that fashion only, this will be one of the biggest loss to United States. That is 100% sure. And biggest loss to United States means the United States and its friends country, their strength will go down. And in that, India is also there. India is completely dancing on the power of United States only. Now with India and Pakistan, the new war had started. Pakistan is completely on the support of China only. But America is not supporting India. Okay, Donald Trump is only making the media attention. That's it. That China, India and Pakistan, they are rivalry for 1,000 years, 1,500 years, rather than helping India. But China is completely helping out Pakistan. If this kind of scenario proceed upon, then people will start losing trust on United States. What will happen? Democracy will be on top. This is what I keep saying. Democracy will go on toss and it will change complete world political scenario. Anyway, let's wait and watch what is happening. For Japan is trying its best that Donald Trump would do some kind of liberty. Donald can do some kind of PT. It pays some PT on Japan and it would lower the trade tariff on the Japan. If it happens, then it is very good. Otherwise, major political change around the globe, it should be expected. It should not be hidden to anyone and it will happen. This can be considered as something that is certain.